Good afternoon. Good evening to us. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Health Tech on the podcast series. It is brought to you by Health Tech Liberia. Health Tech Liberia is a youth-led organization promoting digital health, mental health, and climate initiatives across Liberia. Over the years, we have been able to carry on community engagement and also empowers adolescent young girls and youth in health initiatives. So we thought it wise to create Health Tech Unleashed podcast platform for our impact to be extended to other parts of Liberia and across Africa. So welcome again to Health Tech Unleashed podcast series. The platform is here to educate our listeners, the community about health initiative and also the impact of climate change on human health. So on today's edition, we'll be discussing waste management under the topic the impact of recycling on human health. And on today's edition, we have one of the hardworking lady. Uh, she's the founder of the Golden Ways Solutions Enterprise. She also public health professional from the University of Liberia. She has been carrying on many initiatives within Monrovia and out of Monrovia. So we will be here to hear from her what work she has been carrying on and her impact and how we all can learn from her to improve to improve healthcare communities within Liberia. So if you are just joining us, please share our pages. We are live on Facebook, we are on Instagram, and also on TikTok. You can follow us from there. You can also share it with your friends because this discussion gonna be educative. We have one of our smart lady with us that is promoting our waste management within Liberia. So we now welcome Ms. Kayatu A. Sharif to Health Tech Unleashed platform. So Kadiatu Sharif, you are highly welcome to our platform. This is Health Tech Unleashed podcast series. It is there to educate the audience about health initiatives within Liberia. So welcome again.
Thank you so much, Makisa. Thank you.
So go strictly to the discussion before going there. Please follow our page, share it with your friends. Uh, Anywhere you are, share it and follow us on our various social media pages. So so please share as you follow up. Please share, please share. So the topic again is the impact of waste management on public health. So that's a discussion for today. So Kajetu, you are welcome. Please introduce yourself shortly so we can go to the discussion.
Um, Good evening, everyone. Thank you again, Makisa, for um, the invite to come here today and share my little insight on the issues of waste management. And I'm really excited to be here to share what I know with the audience. So I am Kariatu Sharif. I am the founder and president of the Golden Waste Solutions Enterprise Incorporated. And I'm a student of public health at the State Run University of Liberia. Um, I'm a senior student actually. Um, yeah. So
Oh, that's
yeah, as a public health practitioner, and then you can see why I even started the Golden Way Solutions Enterprise Incorporated in the first place. So for a brief intro, I will just stop there, and then we can follow with the
Like
discussion. Thank you.
I was telling everyone, I said she is very strong, and she will share her experience with us, how we all can join her to have a clean environment. So, Kadiato, you being a student, also a young lady. So, what inspired you to start Golden Way Solution, and what was your vision when you first founded it?
Okay, so like I said, I'm a student of public health, and let's say before starting public health, it was something that actually I had in mind, but I just didn't know how to go about it. But then when I started attending the University of Liberia, and as a public health student, this is one of the courses that we have to do. This is one of our major courses that we have to do, waste management 108, fundamental of municipal solid waste management. And then after we did the course, I completed the course at the University of Liberia. Part of the course requirement was for us to do a fee assessment. So doing the entire course activities, everything we did, including the research, including the fee assessment, to go out there to go see the state of waste management, exactly what is going on in the community. You can see we're all part of the damages that waste was causing. We all used to be part of it. So when I studied public health, when I completed my waste management course, I kind of like grow to see that the way we were handling waste were actually harming the environment, right? It was not a rare approach. Through the course of the period of the course activity, I got to see, through research, I got to see the several innovations going on out there. You know, like there actually are solutions to it, but first we just did it like because of lack of education, me not having knowledge on these things. I felt like there was nothing to do about it. Like what else could we have done? So, but when as education is a powerful tool, I became a Latin after completion of the course. I said, but then there's an alternative. That was when I came up with
Uh,
this quote. I said, yeah. So I
uh,
said,
that was a
we just fear the way we manage waste. Yeah,
oh
we just
that
fear
that
how we
was
manage waste. We just you can hear me.
it is yes,
So
I'm
I
getting you.
yes, yeah, yes.
That
So
is very
I said like
interesting.
we just afraid of waste. We just afraid of the way we deal with waste because we don't know their potential to turn it into something or to turn it into gold. But the moment you are educated, the moment you learn about these different new technologies, then you will like, wow. So since there are solutions, why can't we take advantage of it? So that was a sparkle for me, a sparkle my motivation to say yes, I too can go into this. And also since there are opportunity to create jobs, and we can see that most of the Liberian youth are unemployed. So this is another way, this is another sector that people still need to learn new things and then be able to create jobs also. So those are things that my motivation surround. Thank you.
That was a brilliant step, especially when it comes to waste management. What people understand is a dirty work. You don't want to go in a fee because it's a dirty work. So that was a brilliant step, Kadiatu. Much acknowledge you for that. Kadiatu, you be a public health professional or a student at the University of Liberia. Then I want you to explain to us the connection between waste management and public health, especially in vulnerable communities, how waste management is connected to public health.
So the connection with management has to public health is very, very profound. It has a very great connection. So the connection is so intertwined from the impact it has on the environment, the impact it has on human health, and then bringing the climate into it, climate change. So the link is intertwined. It's intricate. So let's take for example, the waste we generate come from ourselves. right? It comes from either our packaging. Maybe we go buy certain goods and then they package it, and we get a plastic waste. It also comes from our food that we prepare. If we want to eat food, and then some of the times we we spoil things. We don't consume the one. We don't prepare the one we're able to consume for that day. So our consumption attitude. So like almost everything in our life that I can think of, I always tell people this like waste generation is so unavoidable. But how we manage the waste is what the problem comes in. This is where the connection spark from. People throw it just anywhere, you know. Most people just don't know what to do. Like I used to be in that state before. So when it dispose it, the methods they are using is the problem. So it goes in our water body. Then we have the water pollution in our some land spaces. We have the land pollution, and then with the burn it, and then we experience air pollution. So all these different pollutions that are happening from our air pollution to our water pollution to our land pollution, they can lead to several health issues, both communicable and non-communicable diseases. Uh, to just give two examples, we'll look at the dengue fever. The dengue fever and that of malaria that is very common to us here in Liberia. No, malaria is endemic, right? Uh, According to statistics now, recent statistic, I haven't looked at the updated one. They say malaria is one of the highest killer in Liberia, right?
Sure.
Higher
Sure.
killer. And it really impact women and children under the age of 5. Women under
Sure.
children under the age of 5. So yeah. So and then the
Improper
dengue
waste
fever, all these things, mm,
are unrelated to
all these things,
improper.
yeah, I'm coming. So like the vectors, the way we dispose, the disposal vectors, for instance, the stagnant water that can come from this waste, they can serve a breeding site for mosquitoes. And then the mosquitoes they can get to us and bite us and transfer the different like let's say the plasmodium in our body, and then we become infected. The dengue fever, it has its own virus that can be like it uses the agent is the Aedes aegypti mosquitoes virus that can also be transmitted through mosquitoes. So you see, these are two diseases that I just gave as an example of how waste management is connected to diseases. So in a case of non-communicable diseases, you see, for instance, the air pollution. Sometimes there are particular matters. Some of the pollutants that are released through burning waste, it can lead to the cancer risks and other cardiovascular diseases. It can also lead to the reawakening of pre-existing asthma for somebody who already
Sure.
has asthma. If you live in a
Sure.
polluted
Sure.
environment, then definitely, yeah,
So,
definitely, if you already have asthma,
improper waste management is very bad, and it also leads to so many diseases that harm us. And proper waste management is very important, which can improve our well-being. So thank you so much, Kadiatu, for that brilliant answer. So if you are just following us, please share our page and welcome to Healthcare Unleashed podcast series. It is a platform that is created to promote public and climate initiatives. So the next question is, Ms. Kadiatu Sharif. Most of your activities are mainly focused on recycling. So, how does recycling directly contribute to improving the health and well-being of these communities, especially vulnerable communities within Nigeria?
thank you. So like recycling is like an alternative to the current old methods we use to dispose our waste. So it tells you that instead of putting your waste in the water bodies to harm the species that are there, instead of burning it to pollute the air, instead of just dashing it on the land to create breeding site for vectors, you can transform it into something useful. Because some of this material, like for the plastic, they are long lasting, but non-biodegradable. It cannot degrade. It will take you thousands of years, it will not degrade. But instead of it just littering on the trees, harming species, it still have a good lifespan. So if you take care of the lifespan and put it in a cycle where it can still be transformed into something else, then that means that all of the issues, the issues that are happening from burning, it will not happen. Okay? So
Sure.
besides recycling plastic, where you also take a look at the composting aspect of it, where organic matter, like for instance, some of the vectors that I just named, like the mosquitoes, the rodents, the rat, all these things, most of them are attracted to organic matters, like the vegetables that we can, the food, the chorus, whatever that we can leave, we can just dispose. The perishable materials can attract those vectors. So instead of just it also tells you that it's not only about growing compost, but also tell you you want to cook what you can eat and finish. But if not, if you have leftover, if you have other organic waste, what can you compost it, like turn it into fertilizer? Fertilizer, if you follow the right process, you get organic fertilizer, you go back into the soil, it fertilize the soil instead of having uh, organic compost to be to attract vectors that will cause diseases for you. So if you carry out recycling and composting program, then definitely you know like giving alternative for the harmful waste disposal methods, and then you bringing in something that can also be economically valid, that can generate money, and that can promote health and well-being, and even reduce healthcare costs. Because you find the pollution happening mostly among people who, most of the rich people will get people to take care of that. But what about those that can, that thinking about their food a day, what they will eat? Before they pay somebody to collect that debt, they will be thinking about what to eat. So
Sure.
I see the social economic aspect of it. So definitely, if you do recycling, you do composting, it has a great role in ensuring that we reduce healthcare costs, reduce the incidence of diseases, the mortality, everything associated with it. Thank you.
Yeah, I thank you, Miss Kadia too. Over the years, I've been following your work, especially when it comes to waste management. So, can you tell us about one of Golden Waste Solutions program that has had a significant impact on community or these communities that you just talk about?
So yeah, right now I didn't talk about a specific community, but we currently have this initiative that we initiated since April, and we called it the Community Waste Management Project or Initiative. And there's one put emphasis on the community because we decided that if the not much has been done in terms of educating the community. Not everybody goes to the classroom, or not everybody goes to university. And most of the people who are just doing anyhow with waste are really people. Most people are those are illiterate. All right. So we not only them, even those that are in school, some of them are not doing things in public health, some of them are not doing things in environmental science. So it's important for the information to reach out to them to promote behavior change. So we want
Sure.
to engage them, tell them where we've been using the method, but now you people have not been paying attention to see the harm that these methods we've been using are causing us. So, but there are new methods, and if you're not aware of it, yes, you can do composting, you can do recycling, and this is what the old method has been causing us, and this is what we're introducing to you that you can take advantage of. If people learn composting, definitely most of the people we've been dealing with in the communities are people that get backyard gardens that they can we taught them how to turn our waste to fertilizer that they can use in a backyard garden. gardens. Most of them are people that sell in the market potato greens, and so we thought it was that we had to engage them to educate them so that we can make them to understand the waste management thing and not government and youth thing and everyone else thing. Uh, Government will not come from in a mansion to can clean your yard. So government will not come from in a mansion to can take the debt that you will take put in the street and can you and maybe you can say, well, let me put it in your pocket. So if you know we just so this small step comes. If you tell somebody say don't throw your waste in the street until you get to your house, you see the bucket, you put it there. If you tell somebody say if it's better for you to pay $5 for them to collect your debt 3 times a week than for them to for you to just dash it around. Some people are moved by these things and they can try to adjust their ways. So we just thought it wise to engage the community and
Yeah,
tell them say how to make waste management community priority and not to just leave here for the government alone. And you go throw it there in the street. And then when the government, somebody, even if they won't work, they kind of clean it, then they turn our bag, you go, you pull it there. So we found out that even though people can do recycling, people can do other things, but engaging the community, educating and telling them, say, this is all our business also counts that we should not leave that part out. Thank you.
community awareness is very important. Like you said, I think a few months ago, my organization is carrying on waste management awareness, and that was one of the challenges that we were faced with. People believe that only government should come and clean the debt, so they cannot make effort to even clean their debt. So changing the minds of humans is kind of challenging, very, very challenging. But we all need to fight towards it. Yeah, it will change, the mind will change, but we all need to continue to educate them what is right and what is wrong. So Ms. Kayatu, in what ways have you seen community attitude towards waste? Do you explain soon to our waste and recycling shift since you begin this work? So what has been the community attitudes towards waste management, also recycling when it comes to your work?
Yeah, so the truth is that, like you said, it has not been easy. But trust me, like the moment you introduce new things to people, most of them are like, wow, so this can really be done. And some of them want to take advantage of it. And some of them complain like, even if we want to do this, we don't have the money. There's that. So it requires encouragement. But one of the success story I can share is, for instance, most of the time when we, even in recent time when we engage the community, uh, some of the leaders from the community were like, this is something that they're really interested in. Uh, and since they have the influence, it's something that they want to extend to other communities, dwellers that they are not, that we did not reach because we had targeted number. So they embraced the idea. In fact, they were supportive. We all sat down, like there was huge turn up, and they were very supportive of us. And we had a discussion. We carried out the training, and all of them promised that it will not stop there, and they're going to enforce it to other communities. So we also know that even if they promise to do so, it's not going to be easy. But if we are there supporting one another, community supporting young people supporting the community leaders, the whole society approach, government, citizen, everybody put their hand, and we know that it's not gonna be today. It's not gonna be today. It's not gonna be tomorrow. But in subsequent time, we believe that uh, many minds will change one after the other, and we get to a society where we'll have other things to focus on. It will not be so much about race.
Yeah, community involvement is very important. So waste management is not an individual business; it is all of our business. So we all need to be involved to have a clean environment. Again, you are following Health Tech Unleashed podcast series, and our guest for today is Kadiatu A. Sherry. She is the president of Golden Way Solution Enterprise that are helping communities, youth, and also young ladies to have a skills in recycling. So back to you, Miss Kadiatu. So can you share any story of individuals or family who have benefited economically from participating in your programs?
Yeah. So if you say individual, then I would say individual for among the let's say over.
Individuals, families,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, because
that
like when we
benefited.
engage communities, these communities are we engage are usually both individual and households from in the communities. Yeah. So the like I said, the last training we had, it brought people from three different communities. So there were individuals, there were families, and then how they benefited is that we did not only give them theory to say, oh, you don't do this, but we taught them what to do. Yeah. Composting, we taught them composting. We taught them the theory and then we run them through the practical where they with their own hands um we after we taught them, we gave them manual step by step guide on what to do, and then they'll carry out the protocol on their own with guidance from us. And then after everything, they were so excited that they got to learn what we taught them because this knowledge it was new to them, and most of them admitted that it was actually new to them for them to compose. Few people,
Uh, that,
few
that,
people
that was
yeah.
that was great. That was wonderful. Kadati, your organization focus on media or recycling of waste. So, what role do you see for recycling in reducing economic inequality in Liberia?
So for instance, if people get involved in recycling, something like waste that they will otherwise throw away initially, like if they didn't know how to if people didn't know how to recycle, like even for me, if I didn't know how to recycle, usually I would just carry out. But since I know, I think I'm one example. I know how to like we have a social enterprise in this, and then we are young people, and then we can call ourselves, even if we're not getting like bulk of money, but we can call ourselves self-employed. So self-employed young people. So it empowers us, and the more we go out there to train people to take responsibility of their health. If they follow what we tell them, they also empower their health. Because if you take action to protect your health, then money that you will take to go deal with sickness that could otherwise come from the harmful way you practice your waste, then that one could be saved and it can contribute to something else, right? So we
Sure.
into recycling. We call ourselves self-employed. Like yeah, yes, but we never thought of this. Um, back then we were unemployed. We we not even know how to get out of for ourselves. But since we started recycling, I mean, with that one, thank you. We can get small thing for what we do, and also when we go out there and empower community, and those that take advantage of it, they also empower themselves by protecting their health, and they can save the cause of the cause that they will have contributed to their health cost. So and I
I
think
see
other
that.
people, not just us, right? Other people that are also into recycling, they're creating jobs because there are several roles people can play in recycling. One person can just go start a recycling institution and say, "My one will do all that bulk of work. It's too much." So if you distribute tax, everybody play a role. Definitely that whatsoever you get from that, then you helping to create jobs. Whether somebody will go out to create the awareness with you, that's a job. Whether somebody goes to be the one to recycle, that's another job, and they're gonna get something for it. So if people engage in the recycling, definitely you're gonna create jobs, and then community too gonna be empowered because something else is being done with our waste. It's not harming the environment no more. So yeah.
Miss Kadatu, you and your team, yeah, you're doing great work. Not only care waste management or providing a healthy community, but you are also being able to empower other young people at least they can be able to do something for themselves. Oh, that is very, very amazing. Thank you so much for your impact. So, Kadato, what is your long-term vision for Golden Waste Solutions in the future of recycling in Liberia?
Okay, sorry. So you got me.
Yeah, yes, I'm listening to you.
So I really hope to see Golden Waste Solutions enterprise as one of the leading institutions in sustainable waste management. Um, you know, to create more jobs, to keep exploring, to get to the point where we just know so many things to do from waste and create more jobs for young people and create meaningful impact in the environment. So that's just it.
That's a great vision. So, how can local communities and especially young people get involved in waste management initiatives?
It start with it start with learning. Uh, Education is very important. Whether be it research, be it volunteering, where institutions are already into it to learn how to recycle, to learn the benefits and how you can contribute to protecting the environment and your own health. So it all starts with education because if you don't know, what will you do about recycling? No. So uh, people can get involved by being educated, get ongoing capacity building that show them different things that they can do with waste, and then this is how they can get involved.
Yeah, education is very important, especially if you don't know much about something. It is better that you learn more, you do more research. And I can tell young people and other people following us today, YouTube is like a university. I can tell anyone. Everything is on YouTube. If you want to know more, learn more about recycling, waste management, take your time, put data in your phone and go on YouTube. You'll learn most of these things on YouTube to empower yourself. So, in this question, what advice will you offer to other young social entrepreneurs to make a difference in their community, especially when it comes to waste enterprise? So, what advice do you have for them?
So I'll tell young people first to first change themselves when it comes to waste. Change your behavior because like a lot of people that will just not change themselves. They will just go because change start with you, right? They will just
Sure.
drink water, throw it in the street. They will just me for now. Since when I can't remember since I started doing waste management. I can recall a day that I just drink water and then throw the trash in the street or somewhere. I put it in my back pocket. I put it in I hold it in my hand. I put it somewhere where I know that if I get to somewhere where I see a trash bin, I and then I dispose it. So I can tell young people change yourself because most of the issues, um, let me just say it like this: they are energetic, they are young, they have a great responsibility to save the planet. They are in better position. We are higher in numbers. Uh, Youthful population is more over 40, 50%, and we stand better position because we energetic. So most of the problems that you see going around, so we should look up to ourselves. Why we're not saying that it's only our responsibility, but we should look up to ourselves because we like the middleman between the older generation and the young generation that
Yeah,
will come after us. So
sure.
yeah, so we should take responsibility, teach ourselves, educate ourselves, get involved, and take this thing and put it on our head like we know that it's our business
Sure.
more than any other generation. Yeah, so
Yeah. Young people, we have the energy, we have the power, we can do it, and the society look up to us. Is there anything that happened with the young people? Even a younger generation that are coming, they are looking after any step we take, they will follow the same thing. So we have to be very strong. When it comes to waste management, I think it was when I just graduated from high school, I attended a nursing program. So I attended one waste management course. So instructor he explained some things about waste management, especially when it comes to waste management within Malaysia. And since then, as he gave some tips, practice tips, how we can get along with reducing waste within Liberia. So I started to follow it. Guess what? I'm not able to put the debt in the street up to this time. Yesterday, I went for a program, so I bought an egg. So the girl was asking me, I said, where can I put your debt? I should put it on the field. I said, I'm not able. I'd rather carry it, but to put this debt, I'm not able. I'm getting used to it, and I think all young people can follow.
So you see the
Change is
power
very
of education.
cool.
You see
So
the power of
education
education because
is
you got
very
educated and you decide to change yourself. So
important.
usually one of the tagline I usually tell people, I tell them like if everybody other person there would be in the street, if every other person there would be in the street, my own will not be a way. I can
True.
tell when I talk to the students or when I talk to them, I can say, tell yourself, if every other person there would be in the street, make sure your own will not be a way. So this is how people change. This is how people
True.
change. And this is how you can change the world. It start with you, and then you can go on to tell another person. But you can be throwing the in the street, tell another person, say, don't throw
They
there,
do not
don't
attract
throw there.
someone. Not be showing there in the street. You're
And
not doing the right thing. But you want someone to do the right thing for right thing. So Kajatu, so are there any upcoming projects from your organizations that you want to talk about?
no, we still have this state community initiative that we still running. So we just taking a break um, to continue from where we stopped. So it's still
So
going on
the
until we complete
community
that.
yeah, the community program you talk, can you give few information about it? The program you're running now.
Yeah, so I said it. I think I talked about it a lot. Like we
Okay.
working in the communities, we to try to get the communities involved through education and training. So the education and training is basically giving them both theory and practical of how to manage that waste. Give them the theory and give them the alternative. So they can say, if we not throw our waste in the street, what we will do it. Then you say, oh, you can compost it. And then if they don't know how to compost, then it means that you didn't do anything. So we taught them, we're teaching them how to compost. So we completed two phases where we over 200 persons now have benefited. We train them on how to compost and recycle, and then we're taking a break for now, and then we're going to go back again and start
So we have
additional.
other people following us, and you may asking question. How can they join your volunteer, serve as a volunteer for your organization, or how can they receive training from your organization because they have interest in waste management?
Yeah, you can probably share my contact, but for especially thank God for that questions because thank God for that questions because currently what we the initiative we're running now is volunteers, right?
Okay.
And now like volunteers what we get staffings to volunteers uh, if they had a current if they're working with us on the project. So if for you to volunteer on the current initiative, then that means you must be from Painesville and the community who currently working in even if not a community, but at least be from Painesville. Okay? Be from Painesville.
Yeah.
Because currently the
So
program running in Painesville. And if you're giving people stuff, you don't want to come in from distance where it will not mean nothing for them.
on social media, where can they find you? On social media, which social media page can they find you?
Um, Golden
Especially
Way
your organization.
Solutions Enterprise Incorporated. So you can just maybe tag your code where they can find it. You search Golden Way Solutions Enterprise Incorporated on Facebook, on LinkedIn. You can find us there.
Oh, it was great having you, Kadiatu Sherry. So you have any other things that we did not touch to come on and explain to us or share with us?
I guess I share everything
So what is your last
because
word for
it's
us?
it's
What
a
is
person
it for you?
prayer time.
Okay. Yes, yes.
Yeah, so my last word would be let's take care of the environment, and the environment will take care of us. So that would just
Sure.
be my last word because there's no healthy people without a healthy environment. For you to be
Mm,
healthy, the environment must be healthy.
mm. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for joining us in accepting our invitation to appear on this platform. It was very educative and your experience share was well taken. Thank you very much for joining us and we hope to host you another time on this platform. Thank you so much.
I said no problem. It's an honor, and thank you for the invitation. And the audience, thank you for listening. Thank you for joining.
Okay, that was Miss Kadiatu Sherry. She's the president and founder of uh she's the president and founder of Golden Ways Solution Incorporated, and she just share her knowledge with us, especially when it comes to waste management and how can young people be involved to to improve or to reduce waste management within Liberia. So thank you so much. So Health Tech Unleashed podcast series. Follow us next with another edition. So we will come up with different episodes of Health Tech Unleashed on Tuesday, and we will be discussing another fascinating health issue that will interest everyone, and that will be about nutrition. How can we manage our diet? With a lady from out of Liberia. So thank you all for following. Follow us next week for another edition of Health Tech English podcast series. Thank you.